All right, guys, welcome back to the Play On Podcast. This is Jesse and Jerry, episode number 104. First leg of the Champions League, round of 16s happened. Not a great hate watch. Not a great day for Barca. Jesse, you had the opposite of that.
Great day, great 2 days. My predictions almost all came true perfectly. I felt like I was the only one there, but it's good when you're right. Feels good.
You didn't get the Bodo Glimt one, right?
Yeah,
You
that's
picked Sporting.
yeah.
All right, we'll go over predictions right now, but man, dude, we'll start off with I think the probably the biggest surprise in I think a majority of the people, even the bookkeepers, the Real Madrid Man City match. No one thought it was gonna be that close. Or not even that close, that
Close.
dominant from Real Madrid.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, Jerry, you had the complete opposite scoreline. You said 4-0 Man City or 3-0 Man City.
I did. I got
You
the I
know,
got the score right,
yeah, for
but for the
us.
wrong team.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew we were gonna win. I just didn't think we were gonna win that big. I thought it was gonna be more of a struggle. But it just the Real Madrid DNA came out, Heritage came out. I was telling Jerry about it, he didn't believe me. That came out, and then what also came out is Pep Guardiola's fumbles that happened in the Champions League. It's his heritage at this point. Him in the Champions League is no, he's just a nobody.
Man, I know Bad City had to come out winning or else this would happen. But yeah, Pep messed up the lineup completely. I think I told you when I was texting Charlie, saying that Pep just decided to go with wingers he wasn't playing with all season in a consistent basis with Doku and Savinho, who was pretty much axed from the squad at one point.
Yeah, well, I think it was just classic Pep. He always likes to tinker with lineups, always changes them up. We've never really seen him be really consistent with that,
Yeah.
especially after he went with like Bayern or Man City. It's always been a rotational thing. But it was just him in the Champions League again. It was just him overthinking everything. Because the reason he did that was like, oh, Real Madrid are defensively depleted and like the squad depleted, so they're not gonna have the greatest or the number one option at side back or like right back and left back. And because he said, oh, Doku is gonna cook Trent, and then he said Savinho's like one of the best 1v1 players he's seen,
Mhm.
which we didn't get to see at all.
And if it was a FIFA game, it would work out because I saw the lineup before the game started. I was like, okay, that makes sense because I'll be honest, Doku had a better game than Savinho. Savinho was inexistent.
Yeah.
Um, but even then, it's not a FIFA game. You can't just go out and say like, okay, this matchup works. It would work if they have consistent playing time. Like Doku, he had a little bit more. But Savinho, like last time, I can't remember the last time he had a full 90 or even close to an 80 match, 80
I
minute
think
match.
I think he played like the game before that or like a week before that. But
Yeah,
still, that's
yeah,
not like
it's not enough.
consistent.
Especially with at the level they're playing at, knowing it's a high intensity game. Real Madrid has that heritage, and they know they're going to play a in it, especially being at home. And yeah, he just messed it up because coming into the second half, he made adjustments, brought in Cherki, who I thought was going to cook the whole match.
Well, yeah, that was another part of the lineup that was at fault. He took out Cherki, who has been the best creative force in that squad completely, and just completely benched him and sort of isolated him out of the squad, which makes no sense because he's been by far one of your better players this year. And then he also, O'Reilly, he has been playing more forward recently,
Yeah,
and
and
he's
you
been
called this
looking,
out too last episode, saying he was going to
yeah,
get caught up because of that.
yeah, he's been playing like more forward recently and has been playing really well. But then you suddenly move him back to left back, and he like the first goal against Valverde, he completely gets cooked. Like he just looked out of place. He just looked like, oh, I wasn't ready for this. And then I think the worst part is he set up very offensively, but it didn't work out because he put Semenyo as like a 10
Hmm.
and then left Rodri in a single pivot. Like this isn't the Rodri we've seen before that could used to handle that. Like this is Rodri on one leg. He completely got overran in the midfield and just looked like a cone basically the entire game.
Definitely did. The last time Savinho played a full 90 was back in December 17th, 2025 against Brentford, where he had a fantastic match and then the fallout happened. Didn't want to be in Man City anymore, wanted to transfer, never happened. Pep pretty much doesn't use you. Last time he used you well was the match before against Newcastle for 79 minutes. He did pretty well, and then yeah, let's put you up against Real Madrid. You're ready. But yeah, going over what you said, yeah, I think it was just a huge mess up by Pep. Um, could cost him his job. I don't think, well,
Well,
not
no,
his job at the time. I think at the end of the season it'll cost him, but
well, he's out of contract in the summer, so and I think he wants to leave.
yeah, I think he wants to leave, and I think at this point, like after this result, the board is parting, like they're fine with letting him go as well.
Yeah. But besides that, Real Madrid finally showed up. Valverde had a complete performance. He was running up and down the field. He
He
looked
was
like
everywhere.
yeah, I think they were saying, yeah, there was three of him on the field. And then he scored a great hat trick. The third best of them all, just a little sombrerito against Guehi, and then just finished it off.
What I would like to say is, I think Charlie said it too. Courtois did pull his hand in the first,
Courtois,
not Courtois, my
Donnarumma.
bad. Donnarumma, my bad, to disrespect him. And even after that, I was like praising Donnarumma the episode before, how he's a fantastic
Yeah,
keeper. And he
yeah,
pulls his arm back. Party thought he was outside the box, but I don't know, conspiracy, if anything.
yeah.
Conspiracy.
Barca fans copy him right here.
So do you think Man City has a chance of coming back at all?
No, none at all.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I think at this point, Real Madrid is pretty good. They're finding a way to play defensively, which is playing six in the back. Everyone judge Arteta for it, but they're doing something similar. Um, where Valverde is helping out Trent a lot on the right side, and same thing. They were playing Camavinga, but Camavinga is kind of out of the squad at this point. But they were
Camavinga
helping
didn't
out.
play.
Yeah, he wasn't playing, but like they were like doing like help having Mendy or whoever the left back is at this time, cover on the left side as well. But yeah, I think Real Madrid's gonna come out like that, and it's not gonna have a huge advantage. They have a huge advantage, Man City. I don't know how they're gonna overcome that low block because that La Liga low block is different.
And then you still got worried for the counter. And then we know their defensive line is not quick enough. They're
Yeah,
gonna get quickly outpaced. And if a single goal is scored from Real Madrid, it's basically a tie over.
that definitely is. It was just a bad week for English teams in the Champions League.
Well, yeah, that was also another point I wanted to mention. English fans were saying, "Oh, all five teams from England finished in the top eight. See, Europe is not no big deal. Premier League is the best, whatever, all this." And they all get slapped, except for one,
Uh,
which is
s-
your fault.
that's fine, dude. No, the Newcastle's a tough place to play. St. James
Oh,
Park,
oh,
that's an atmosphere.
that's not what you were saying last time.
I didn't say anything about the atmosphere, but um yeah, got before we go into that one, Galatasaray beat Liverpool. By the way,
That co-
Galatasaray should have an extra goal.
yeah, dude, VAR messed up. They should have a two-goal lead. Galatasaray was all over Liverpool. They were way better. Jimmy Carragher was copying on the show, saying they have to come to Anfield. Like that matters.
If that matters. Yeah, after how yeah, Liverpool just performing bad. They even had a bad performance over the weekend against Tottenham of all teams, who was pretty much battling relegation. Um, I don't know how they do it. Galatasaray definitely has an advantage as long as they don't play like they did against Juventus at Italy, they'll be fine.
I think because they don't have such a big advantage, they won't relax as much.
Yeah.
Since it's only a one goal difference, I think they're going to go into it as it's 0-0. But yeah, they do have that slight advantage, which should be two. But Premier League helps.
Yeah, they needed the help. They needed the viewership to be there, the Premier League viewership. Um, the next match is Bayern Munich versus Atalanta. Bayern Munich just steamrolled how we predicted.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I feel bad for Atalanta. They just happen to be on the wrong side of the bracket. It's
Yeah,
honestly.
it was just a tough matchup. Yeah, it was just a clear difference in quality.
But bad news for Bayern Munich. Three of their goalkeepers are injured.
Yeah, Neuer got injured. The backup Ulrich is injured, but I think he's the most likely one to be able to come back in time. I think that, and then also Ulrich, who is a third choice goalkeeper, got injured over the weekend, and his was like a more severe one for like a month or two. So they're currently gonna play upcoming games with their 16-year-old academy player or goalie.
That's wild.
But I believe in like a week or so, like I said, their backup Ulrich. is supposed to come back, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they get help from time because of the whole international break that's happening after this week.
Hmm.
So yeah, they have time to recover a goalkeeper if anything. If anything, will be at 80%, 90%, but nonetheless, that'll be a huge help because you don't want to put that pressure on a 16-year-old and destroy his career, especially if he like messes up. But even then, I think this tie is done and dusted. Um,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Atalanta to win it at the Alliance Arena is impossible.
their second choice goalkeeper, he's only out currently because he picked up a concussion, and that was against Atalanta.
Yeah, it was at the end of the game when they scored the last goal.
Yeah, so he should be back, like I said, in a week or so. So they should just have to get through this, which luckily they have such a big lead.
Yeah, they could even rotate. But the next one is Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham. I was
Yeah,
so
this
close, Jesse. I said 6 goals or seven.
yeah, man. This one was a tough watch, especially because it was such a weird decision going into it because the Spurs lineup you sort of expect Vicario and goal and all these other things, and then Tudor just randomly decides I'm giving my backup goalie a chance to start today, and then it just went so bad.
From
He
the
gave
only
up,
thing we have to play for. Let me put my backup.
yeah, he gave up 2 goals, and then Van der Ven gave up another, and then in the minute 17th he subbed him out, all but crushing the kid.
Yeah, because he's still relatively young. I think they bought him when Vicario got injured. You remember that last
Yeah,
season?
when they had Ben Foster, who was
God awful.
worse. Yeah.
But yeah, now Tottenham fans, what I've been seeing online is that they're saying that the state of the pitch is horrible. But when Barca fans were saying that when they got crushed against Atletico Madrid 4-0, no one peeped an eye. They said it was copium, but now it seems like it
It was
is.
copium because you guys got cooked.
No, because now look at that same thing happening with Tottenham. Not that Tottenham would have done any better, but like a lot of those goals was because of the state of the pitch and everyone kept sliding. It's just a bad pitch in general. And I want to see Real Madrid playing that next week, on over the weekend actually on Sunday and see just if it's still copium.
No, because we're gonna batter them.
But yeah, this game was is pretty much done and dusted. Now they gotta do it. I don't know if you've seen the edits. They gotta do it in the Tottenham Stadium now. What's the name of the
Yeah.
stadium? That White Hart
Uh,
Lane.
it's not White Hart Lane. I think it's still Tottenham Hotspur Stadium because I don't know if they've gotten a sponsorship yet for the name.
Well, now they gotta do it over there. Jesse, you think Atletico Madrid pulls it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Uh,
And then, all every up to this point, every English team played god awful and got cooked, except for this one game, the sole exception, the one that Jerry said was gonna be a piece of cake, Newcastle versus Barcelona. And it ended in a draw, but in reality, we all know Newcastle should have came up in front by 2 goals minimum.
Listen, Jesse, we just came off difficult week trying to do the remontada. Had a tough match on the weekend when we couldn't rotate as much.
Yeah,
We
okay.
just had to come out with a tie
Okay.
in this game.
Sure.
Copium, yes. We just had to come up with a tie, bare minimum, or not even take a huge loss. So then we could bring it back to the Camp Nou where we're undefeated and seal the deal. Um, yeah, again, I think it was just too many tired legs that they had to rotate. And yeah, that one no Newcastle goal, I blame Araujo. I think
Yeah, so did Thierry
Henry
Henry.
did the whole segment on how they conceded because of him. So, barring that, Dani Olmo was able to get a penalty for Barcelona, and then I was about to say Real Madrid because I'm so used to saying Real Madrid penalty,
Oh yeah. You know
mid
what's funny?
sentence.
You're talking about ref help, but Barca got ref help in this game too, because there's a couple yellows that weren't given out that sh for players that should be suspended.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
The Lamine Yamal foul on Lewis Hall, who was schooling him the entire day, he literally just hit him with
I don't
off the
know,
ball.
dude. I didn't see that far. You know what? The big boss UEFA called and said they
Yeah,
needed Lamine Yamal in these games.
yeah, with Alona over here.
But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call those yellow cards, to be honest, either. Um, but yeah, I think is gonna be able to do it. Um, again, we're able to rotate. Bedri didn't have to play a whole 90 minutes this past weekend because we easily beat Sevilla, who Jesse couldn't name 5 players on.
I
Um,
did, but you guys said I couldn't name Alexis Sanchez for some reason.
no, I said five. Five.
I said you said five, and then Charlie immediately said, "Oh, you can't name Alexis Sanchez."
I'll give you Alexis Sanchez. You're not getting four more.
There's another Sanchez in there.
There's another.
Yeah,
You're just
literally, he
gonna start
plays
saying
right way.
Spanish, common Spanish last names.
Hey, if it fits, it fits.
Um, but yeah, I think they're able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. And then to the next English failure, Leverkusen versus Arsenal, who Jerry didn't back me up. He said Arsenal, and Leverkusen played better. They got them at their own game, got scored with the corner, and then a
They got a
similar
cheap
effect.
penalty, dude.
Yeah, they got a very cheap penalty. They've
Wait, Were
Where's
you gonna
VAR
s-
for this?
were you gonna say similar penalty that what Barcelona
But
got?
yeah, similar
No,
penalty to
they
VAR.
did not get a similar one.
Yeah, shouldn't
Donny
have
Olmo
happened.
actually got kicked. The player didn't complain.
Yeah,
The Arsenal
but
one
the
was horrible. Let's
yeah, it
be honest.
was. But the time should have expired. It was past the time,
Well,
extra
they
time.
made a sub and they took a whole minute and a
Yeah,
half to.
Barca was the one that was time wasting. Let's be honest here.
But yeah, Arsenal, man, I
Yeah,
think
it was
the
funny.
nerves are kicking in.
Yeah, but it's funny because there was a conspiracy theorist because Malik Tillman, the American, is the one that did the foul or foul because the guy really just dived, which VAR should have stepped in, but Premier League help again. It was funny because he did an interview like 2 weeks ago with some like a British podcast, and he said, "Yeah, Arsenal's one of the teams I would wish to join." And then you
Again,
there in the Champions League?
I think it's more on the refs and VAR than it is on that
No,
player. Because let's
no,
be honest,
but
that's never a penalty.
it's not. But it's funny that that came out, and it was no. But someone I do want to call out is Saka, Bukayo Saka, the supposed star boy, the 25-year-old star boy that's still a
Highest
kid
paid
with
player
potential.
in Arsenal as well.
Yeah, man got hooked in minute 60 because he was not even there. He was just there standing on the pitch. And then Noni Madueke came in and provided way more offensively than Bukayo Saka ever did. He is a fraud.
He is, dude, and this is becoming a frequent thing. He'll just score on the weekend and everyone will forget. But
Not
not
even on
even
the week.
then. Yeah, I was gonna
He
say
doesn't score anymore or assist. He's just there.
well, he
He's he's a free kick merchant that just provides good crosses.
corner merchant. Let's be honest, because that's how they get their goals. But yeah, Leverkusen did a good job not giving up too many corners to Arsenal. And what are the stats for corners? Yeah, Arsenal only got three corners.
Yeah, very unfortunate with this result.
But yeah, I didn't expect this much from Leverkusen. They played a pretty well-rounded match. They even played Bayern Munich in the weekend, and they also drew 1-1.
Yeah, I called it. And listen, they're gonna go to the Emirates because again, no aura, no nothing about it, and they're gonna get that win.
And Leverkusen scores first, I think they'll win. And that'll be even a cherry on top for Man City if they tie and go to extra times. And that again, that just helps out Man City with facing Arsenal in the weekend for the EFL Cup.
Yeah,
Which again, not a huge cup, but Arsenal fans, if they win it, it's chalk, Jesse.
yeah, they're
That,
celebrating like crazy.
they're having a parade.
They're already talking about parade,
I know.
a parade for the quadruple, Jerry.
Don't even get me started. Man City lost this past. Oh, yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't
but
win. They tied
they drew with
West Ham.
yeah, that's who it was.
They're Man City's just giving up points to the bottom half.
Yeah. But moving on, we have Bodo Glimt versus Sporting.
The
Bodo Glimt was at
Drinkless,
home. Yeah, Bodo Glimt,
Drinkless.
they scored three, basically almost ending the tie.
I don't know about ending the tie. I think it'll be interesting going to Portugal because again, Portugal's a tough place to play at. But I think Bodo Glimt should be able to like trade goals with them and
Yeah.
keep their distance. But Bodo Glimt, keep an eye on them. They're scoring banger goals too.
Yeah. But the thing is, they're like one of the few teams playing really good football right now, enjoyable football to see. But then the next leg gets to who the potential opponent is, Leverkusen or Arsenal. So the antichrist of football.
Let's hope Leverkusen could just pull a fast one and win that
I-
matchup.
If not, if Arsenal passes through, it's going to be the antichrist versus our last hope for football.
I think if Bodo Glimt goes through and say, God forbid, Arsenal goes through,
Yeah, knock
I
on wood.
think I think Bodo Glimt can beat Arsenal.
Same. I wonder who Michael Richards is going to pick because he's been riding the Bodo Glimt train, but he's a secret Arsenal fan.
That's true. But moving on from Bodo Glimt and Sporting, we have PSG versus Chelsea. Pretty much another tie that's over with.
Yeah, and it was surprising because this result doesn't display what was on the field. Chelsea played very well, very evenly with PSG, and unfortunately, this is the result they got. Again, another goalkeeping error by Jorgensen, and it was funny because Rosenaire basically has been icing out Sanchez. He doesn't. He said, "Oh, Jorgensen's the new number one," and then this happens.
And it's crazy too, because you've seen the La Liga All Access in Netflix, right?
Yeah, he basically had a whole episode where he struggled and
Yeah,
was
oh, the whole
bad.
season it was like that. He kept making mistake after mistake, and again, those mistakes keep continuing. It's a constant trend. This is what the goalkeeper is. He's not a top level goalkeeper. I think he's more of a I wouldn't say second division. I think like more of an easier league, maybe League going to the Mexican League, MLS. This is not a good keeper, and I think he caused how many mistakes? One or two?
A one.
Uh,
There's question marks about like the last goal conceded if he should have stopped it, but I'm not gonna get into the nitty-gritty. I'm just gonna go into like the straight clear one. That was that one. But we saw again PSG just moments of brilliance because again, I think PSG or Chelsea played better overall, but Chelsea or PSG just had those moments like the counter attack by Dembele. It
mhm.
was just quality there.
Yeah, they showed that PSG was the better team, in my opinion. Again, Chelsea had their moments, but they didn't take advantage. I think after they tied the game up, they should have just tried to play for the tie and park the bus, and take it back to Stamford Bridge because people forget it. This is a two-legged affair. So make the most out of it, in my opinion. Especially like PSG. PSG's just what are they, the previous champions? So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I guess we can stick with Chelsea for our next hop. Oh, and going into the second leg, there can be without Reece James. He injured himself again and is going to be out. I don't know for how long, but I know he's going to be out for that game.
Yeah. So, but you were gonna say about Chelsea? They had
Yeah,
breaking
news that
news.
yeah, breaking news has come out today. It's been announced that Chelsea will be they supposedly self-reported a previous where is it? Not transgressions, but like previous faults that they had in the Abramovich era from like 2013, 2018 of things that broke the rules, especially with like academy players and like putting funds in that for profit
Hmm.
that weren't there. And so they are getting a 9-month ban on signing academy players, which could be devastating depending on how they especially for them on how their like system works, where they just sell their academy players for pure profit and then use that to spend as much as they want because they have one of the better academies in England. They just constantly produce players. But in 2 years' time, they got a delayed transfer ban. In 2 years' time, they can get a 1-year transfer ban, so they won't be able to sign anyone for two transfer windows.
Man, what kind of punishment is that? Like when Barca got their transfer ban, it was then and there. Now Chelsea gets, yeah, that you get banned, but you'll get it in 2 years. Like that doesn't make sense. You just get that's not a ban. You're letting the team prepare for the worst, you know. So I think I don't know if you said it, but they're more than likely gonna prep up their team and try to get a huge transfers within the next 2 years, just so they can have their team set and well, even then they already have a whole like three squads in their team. So yeah, I don't
Maybe they
know.
can finally buy a goalie.
How much you want to bet they're not gonna buy a goalie? They're probably gonna buy another winger because they are looking at wingers.
I'm surprised no one's going for the Roma goalie,
Hmm.
Skivar, because he's good.
He's been making a lot of noise in the Serie A, being a really good keeper.
Yeah.
But hey, Jorgensen, he's the future.
So young, Jerry, so young. He's got
Still,
potential in him.
no. But yeah, that's pretty much the wrap up for last week of Champions League matchups. Jesse, we'll go over real quick before we move on to the weekend. Galatasaray, Liverpool. What's the scoreline for the second leg?
I'm going Galatasaray because there is no aura in Anfield. I've said it right there. There is no atmosphere. There's no nothing there. Galatasaray's been in. They play in Turkey where there's real fans, where
Hmm.
there's they make it. They make themselves feel heard. They're not gonna be intimidated by Anfield. They're gonna show up there and they're just gonna dominate this weekend Liverpool team.
Yeah, I got Galatasaray too. I think they're gonna end up. You know what? I think they're gonna end up tying 1-1, and Galatasaray goes through.
And what penalties or extra time goal?
No, just they tie 1-1 in the second leg,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, I
in
forgot that.
aggregate,
Yeah,
Galatasaray goes through. Atalanta, Bayern Munich. This tie is dead. Bayern Munich win 3-0. You're thinking,
oh no, no, I was just agreeing. I was waiting for the next one because
oh,
I'm like, that's good as that.
Atletico Madrid, Tottenham. Well, this one's dead too.
Yep.
Atletico Madrid wins 4-1.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised it's a 6-0 one.
Newcastle, Barcelona. Give me Barca 3-0.
Newcastle 2-1.
Hater.
Of course.
Leverkusen, Arsenal.
You know who I'm going for, Jerry. I've said it. Leverkusen.
I got Leverkusen going through in penalties. I think Arsenal is going to be scared to attack.
No, they're not scared to attack. They just can't attack. They don't know how.
By the way, Odegaard has fell out of favor with Mikel Arteta because they're prioritizing defending.
Of course, Sherry. That's the only thing they know what to do.
Bodo Glimt Sporting.
This is going to extra times and then penalties, and then Bodo Glimt continues the dream.
I don't think it goes to extra times. I think Bodo Glimt wins 2-1.
And it's gonna be a 3-0 for Sporting, and then it's gonna go extra times, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be cinema, and then it's gonna be a dream continues.
PSG versus Chelsea. I think PSG and Chelsea tie 1-1.
I think it's gonna be like 2-2 or 3-3, something crazy. I think it's gonna be another crazy scoreline.
Then Real Madrid versus Man City.
Come on, Jared, let me hear it. Let me hear the hater in you.
3-0 Man City. They go to extra times. And then I don't know. I think Man City probably chokes the penalties.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. Real Madrid wins 2-0.
I wouldn't be surprised by a 0-0 scoreline either. But these
Nah.
teams do score on each other, but I don't know. Uh, that's it for Champions League. Now, for the weekend matches, we'll get started with Bournemouth versus Man U. Man U's on fire, Jesse. How many wins do they
I'll
have?
give them a draw. I
They're
think
like
they're
2-win.
yeah, go for a draw, Bournemouth.
I got Man U. I gotta stay with the hot hand.
Yeah, it's a draw though.
It's a draw though. Villarreal versus Real Sociedad.
Another draw.
I got Villarreal. I don't like Real Sociedad's attack too much.
Didn't they just score 3-0 last game?
Every time I bet on them, they never score. Brighton versus Liverpool.
Another draw.
I got Brighton. Liverpool's gonna be gassed. And when it rains, it pours, Jesse. Man City, Crystal Palace got canceled. Everton versus Chelsea.
Chelsea,
I got Everton. They're
2-1.
playing they're playing at home.
Yeah, but it's not Goodison Park. It's where is it?
This is a new stadium. Yeah.
It's called Hill Dickinson Stadium. No aura.
No.
Hill
Uh,
Dickinson. We're going to Hill Dickinson, Jerry. Yeah, come on.
all right. That's it for Saturday. Sunday we have Newcastle, Sunderland. Sunderland, who had a fantastic start in the first half, kind of falling off.
Newcastle.
Yeah, me too. They're gonna pick themselves up after the Barcelona loss.
This is big Spurs versus Nottingham relegation battle.
Huge implications on this one.
Another draw.
No, I'm gonna go Nottingham for the hater in me now. I want Tottenham to go down now.
You
After
see
they
now
did it
they're
was the last season, dude. I want them to go down.
you saw they're begging Ange to come back.
Are they? Nah, I would not
The
come back at all.
Athletic Club Real Betis.
We're just gonna skip over Barcelona, Rayo Vallecano, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was clear Rayo Vallecano was gonna win.
Ah, okay, come on. Give me Barcelona 4-0.
Give me Rayo Vallecano.
Athletic Club Betis, yes, we could do that one. That's a good one. And give me Real Betis.
Athletic Club.
Bad pick, dude. The Williams brothers made bad choices in their careers. One is following the other one. And then we have the Madrid Derby. Oh, you guys are playing at home.
Yeah,
It's
we
gonna be
batter them.
I gotta say it, bro. Unfortunately. Now I'm taking
Batter them.
Atletico Madrid 4-0.
4-1 Real Madrid. After we battered who was it that you said we were gonna lose to last week? I can't remember their name.
Uh,
Elche.
Elche is the team with the most possession, but they like have the least shots on target.
Yeah, dude. After the Man City game, this whole season's changed. I feel the energy just completely
Bro,
changed.
you
Our
guys have
players are
said this
hitting
like
the straight.
multiple times throughout the whole season.
Yeah, it's completely different. We're playing good football. We're playing the youngsters. Arda Güler scores from the moon. Yeah, change that 5-0 Real Madrid,
Fiorentina versus Inter Milan.
Fiorentina.
Fiorentina,
Viola, I'm still with you.
yeah, they started making moves.
Yeah, they're off the relegation zone. They're up, moving up.
Yeah, they're 4 points above 18th place, so that is a good sign. And I am taking Fiorentina as well. But Inter has a huge, they have an 8 point difference right now in the league. But I think that's it for the weekend matches. Is there anything for Monday?
EFL Cup, EFL Cup,
Oh,
Arsenal,
EFL
Man
Cup.
City.
How could we forget? I think we kind of
Man,
briefly touched on this. What's your prediction on the scoreline?
you know what I'm going for. Man City, you got to win this. 3-1.
After you demoralize them, you're saying they're gonna win this?
Yeah, because this is the only thing they have to focus on. Your sole job, Pep. Listen, we know what you are in the Champions League. You're a fraud there. But the Premier League is your bread and butter. If you give Arsenal a single title this year, just know your reputation, your everything is tarnished. Because how could you give the Antichrist of football a title? How can you give them a trophy? How can you reward them playing this horrible football that literally burns my eyes with a trophy?
They're winning the league out here like Stoke City, bro. Like that's
No,
embarrassing.
at least Stoke City was somewhat enjoyable. This is worse than them. I'd rather watch 2015, 2016 Stoke than Arsenal.
So what's the scoreline?
I said 3-1.
3-1. I got 2-0 Man City. Um, yeah, they have to win this, bro.
They have to.
They have to. Again, after like pretty much the Champions League, it's kind of a flop. They need to pick me up, and this is the one to do it. Arsenal is gonna get knocked out of the Champions League. This is where you hurt the morale, dude. This is where
Exactly
they
this.
start questioning everything. This is where they lose their confidence. This is Man City's run for the momentum.
We already know Arsenal's weak-minded. We know how they are. They're fragile. They're ballers. And then they're gonna lose the Champions League, which their fans have been saying is theirs. Then they're gonna lose the EFL Cup, and they're gonna be like, "What's happening? What's happening?" And then they still got to play at Man City. I think the week that same week, like or week after, and then they're gonna lose again, and they're just gonna be in a downward spiral, and then they're gonna start dropping points, and then they can lose the Premier League, and then they're gonna get out of the FA Cup, and they're gonna end up trophyless, and then Arteta gets sacked.
And goes to Real Madrid.
Yeah, no.
So at the moment, Man City is 11 points behind with a game in hand. So that makes it 8 if they win their hypothetical rescheduled game.
And then
Um,
5 when they win at the Etihad, and then that's just breathing down their necks. And we know how Arsenal are. They can't handle pressure.
let's see. They gotta face Leverkusen, Man City. Then they face Southampton away in the FA Cup. Then they face Bournemouth at home, Man City away, Newcastle at home, Fulham, West Ham, who's battling relegation, Burnley, and Crystal Palace. It's not done, but again, I kind of lost hope on Man City winning. I said it throughout the whole season, Jesse. It just keeps happening over and over and over again. So we'll see. Again, if they win this weekend against Arsenal, I'll start believing.
Oh, so you can start believing this weekend because I'm telling you it's happening. And you know the hater in me. All these past years when no one else, everyone else thought Arsenal was winning, the hater, me, that's how he was with all his friends because they were like older.
Yeah. All right. Boys, sad news for Jesse. Laporta has been reelected as the Barcelona president till 2031. We will continue this sporting project and shoot to the moon. We did this with low budgets, selling a big part of the club. Not all of it, some of it, to come up
What do
with
you mean? I'm
revenue.
part owner, dude.
Yeah, he
I'm
signed up
dumping
as a
my
socio.
I'm dumping my shares right now.
He owns Spotify too. But yeah, he got reelected. He beat Victor Font by six, I think it was 66% of the vote that he got, and Victor Font got 33. So it was a landslide. Yeah, I think it's hard to beat Laporta at this moment in time. Because one, you got to back it up. Victor Font was going off of things he can do, but it was just like reaching for the stars. Like the biggest one was bringing back Messi, signing Haaland, where there was a rumor that he kept saying that he had Haaland signed in the bag, but then Haaland's rumor, what is it? Agent comes out saying that no, Haaland has no deal done or whatever. So it made him paint himself like a fool. But yeah, Laporta's reign continues, and there's nothing but prosperity coming in the near future.
Isn't that kind of funny?
What?
Because that's how Laporta first got elected as president in 2003, 2002.
What do you mean?
Because when he was running, he said his big promise was, "I'm gonna bring David Beckham to Barcelona."
But he brought someone better, Ronaldinho.
But isn't that funny that his former campaign was on promises, and this one was also promises for Victor Font?
Yeah, but the other one would had somewhat truth because Laporta has always had great relationships with agents. Victor Font doesn't have that, and that's why Laporta does because he has a famously who was it? Jorge Mendes is that the agent? Haaland's agent, which is something Pimienta, who's
Uh, Haaland's agent, isn't she it's the female
yeah,
agent.
she's also agent to Gilberto Mora. So like he has great relationships with agents, which is something Victor Font doesn't have, and I
Right.
think he could have brought Beckham, and I think it was on the table, but Beckham ultimately decided Real
Going
Madrid.
to Real Madrid, yeah, the bigger club, yeah.
Hey, I mean, he didn't do much. They were playing him as a defensive midfielder, and he kept saying he wasn't that.
CM? Well, there was Luis Figo above him, Jerry, the
Yeah,
great
that's right.
player.
Like they pretty much did what they did with Mbappe this with
No, but
Beckham.
no, but we tripled our revenue with Beckham.
You did just because of the whole imaging thing. Do you know what that means? You know what who Barca has to sign now?
Who?
Bukayo Saka. For the to get all the English fans on us. But yeah, we'll see what he does.
English fans, I think that's gonna be just Arsenal fans, more delusional. Hey, you're
The
right. You're
noisiest
right.
ones. That's why
It,
the
ma
noisiest ones.
it makes fa sense. Arsenal fans, Barca fans, both delusional.
Shut
All
up.
right.
But yeah, I want to see what Laporta can do with actual money, with actual stable finances. There's still a rumor of one coming over in the summer, but I'm not going to believe it until it actually happens. So I think that's one thing Laporta definitely does have to like secure. But nonetheless, big dub for the club.
Yeah, I hope something tragic happens, like fucking finances fall all over again.
That's not. Now Jesse wants me to share my knowledge of Champions League football, which I am terrified at right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have Jerry do a little test of UEFA Champions League top 100 goal scorers from 2000 to 2025. So recent ones, nothing crazy. Uh, yes, just see how well Jerry knows them. I feel like some are very much gimmies and then others aren't. It's
How
a
many did you
15
get?
minute.
Because Jesse has done the quiz.
Oh, I didn't do this one. I did the other one, the all time, which this one has 105. That one had 116. I think I got like I want to say like 80 something, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Not 80, 80%.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. There was just some like I just completely didn't know. And then yeah, because there was like a I can't tell you that because then I'll give it away. But yeah, there was like just some like, oh yeah. But then I will tell you this, for this thing. It is tricky. Oh, never mind. Oh, this is all forwards and midfields. Over there was like strikers and then forwards and then midfields, so it like mix up positions, so it would like confuse you a bit
Okay.
because they had Neymar as a striker. I was like, okay,
Yeah. That would have thrown me off. So let me know when you send the link.
I did send it in Discord in the thing.
Got it. Well, I gotta close all these ads. Oh, okay. So it gives me the number of goals scored, nationality, and
Yeah,
position.
yeah. So it helps you in a bit, gives you a hint, but it can also help throw you off.
Yep. Let's get this started. Let's play the quiz. So, Trish, does
You
it
don't have
not?
spelling matters, but also you could just do last name, like you could just put Ronaldo.
Oh, okay, Messi. Then the Lewa. Oh my God.
It is.
Come on, just give it to me. Okay, I had to spell out the whole name. Oof. I don't. Hazard's not going to be in this. Might be. Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
score too many Champions League goals. So yeah, he's not going to be in here.
Yeah. Nope.
Um, Mane, Mand, Z Zukic,
Yep.
uh, Arsenal, Henry.
Yep.
What is he on here?
Yeah, you got him.
I'm trying to get Germany forward. It's Gomez.
Nope. You got him, but yeah, it's not that one. I know who it is.
Berman. Oh, I know who it is.
Yep. The Barca.
Ribery, Robin. Who did Real Madrid have? Bale. Raul, would he be on here? Yeah.
Yeah. He was a top goal scorer for a long time.
French forward. It's not Henri. Dude, I'm not.
Nope.
That's like pissing me off because I want to get that one out. Is it double A first?
No, it's one.
Oh my God. How the hell do you spell Haaland's name? Is he gonna be on this list?
Yeah.
How,
I'll tell you right now he is.
can you tell me how to spell him?
It should be Haland.
No, there's a double A.
Yeah, afterwards. Oh no, it is double A first. Haaland.
That's Erling. It's not Erling.
No.
Sweden Zlatan. Okay, they're gonna make me spell Ibra.
Himovic.
Where's Wayne Rooney? Is Canta on here? Is that too old?
Nope.
Egyptian, Netherlands. What's his name? Van Van Persie's not there. Neymar, Suarez.
He is there. He's just very low. Didn't
Yeah,
score a lot.
take this off. Mhm. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? English, Rooney, Lampard. Uh, Give me another winger. Ramirez, Torres, Forlan. No,
Nope.
there you go. Guero has a decent amount of goals. Another Uruguayan, so Scavani.
Yeah.
Italian, Totti.
Yep. Nope.
Balotelli's not on here. Interesting. Italian, Peruvian, Luca Toni.
Nope. He played for Bayern. I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Pizarro.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the French players right now. Netherlands. Van Persie already got him. Robin is there. Is it Huntelaar?
No. I know who it is.
I bet. Schneider.
No. It's a striker. That's midfielder.
Mm, Milito's on here? What the hell?
Yeah, no. He had one good campaign.
Hernan Crespo's still here. That's surprising.
I just want to tell you, man, but I can't.
Cameroon, Eto. Are they gonna have to? Hmm, are they gonna make me put the right apostrophe?
I just think you're missing. I think it's
Yeah,
a
it's
oh
apostrophe O.
yeah.
España. All these ads going off, dude. It's pissing me off. French forward.
It's so obvious. You can be like, oh
Is it though?
yeah,
As you fairly recent.
very recent. He's still playing.
Very recent Mbappe. Netherlands forward. Another French forward. Man, I can't think of these French forwards right now. So I have Ribéry. What's another French striker? Giroud. I wasn't him there, but another Argentinian midfielder? Palmer.
Nope.
Mhm. Okay. Is Vinicius on this list?
I think you just put Vinny.
Okay. Didn't work.
Should be on there.
I couldn't even tell you his first name.
I should be. Maybe it was just on the other one.
That's fine. Mexican. Okay, they put Chicharitos on there. Chile. There's another one. Arturo
Yeah.
Pogba. No.
Nope.
Pirlo.
Nope.
Lamb.
You already have him.
Gerard.
You're missing an R.
Am I?
Yeah, it's double R.
I'm spelling my name. Um, Daniel Sturridge.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking these old teams. Italian. I still need Shevchenko. I'm not gonna get his name.
E. Yep. And then Chenko. Okay.
You have to help me out with that one. Senegal, France. I'm legit blanking out on French people. Mm, Ronaldinho. For being such a mythical player, Ronaldinho doesn't have a lot of Champions League goals.
Well, he was only in Barca for 4 years, and he was
Hmm.
never known for like crazy amount of goals.
But even then, after Barca, he was at AC
AC Milan,
Milan, and it was a really good AC Milan team too.
but he was just Juega Bonito.
David Villa's on here. Cameroon. Wouldn't Yaya Toure be there?
He's Costa de Ivory.
And
He's not there. I don't think so. It's an E.
where?
Abame. Yeah.
I saw Gabon and it could only be one.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. I was surprised you got that one. Nope.
Right.
He's not there.
He's not? What?
Remember Athletic Madrid was in Europa League.
Diego Costa's not on here either.
Don't think so.
How many do I have? I have 49, 40 out of 105 with 5 minutes left. Oh, I'm just looking at obscure countries. Kevin, um, Lukaku. He's
Yeah.
on there. Another Welsh player?
Yeah.
Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
That's the only other famous player I know. I'm missing Brazilians. I'm missing French. I know there's like one screaming at me right now.
Yeah, there is.
A couple.
Yep.
I'm blanking because I'm like looking everywhere. Netherlands. I don't know how to spell Schneider.
There's no, it's Sneijdder, but I don't think he's there.
Milito. Camoleto's there. I'm just thinking of previous. Mandzukic is there.
Hmm.
Mbappe, Neymar. Did I have Neymar? Yeah, right.
There's a couple obvious ones.
Oh my God. And you're gonna say them too right after this is done.
I think it shows you at the end, but I could start naming some.
No, you're fine. You don't have to. I gotta do this. It would have helped. It would have been nice if you didn't do this either. We could have done this together.
I
I'm
didn't
just
do
kidding.
this one.
Yeah, I know that's why. But even then, you still have like prior knowledge.
Yeah.
That helps you out. Korean,
Yeah. That one's pretty obvious.
Huming Sun. Oh, Harry Kane.
Yeah. The fraud.
The fraud. Italian, Ukrainian. Why should be fucking Zinchenko?
Who? For Croatian or Ukraine? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Shevchenko. I can tell you right now it's Shevchenko.
I don't know how to spell his name.
There's two Ukraines. I didn't know the other one.
Then there's Brazilians. I'm missing a bunch of Brazilians.
Yeah. Surprising too.
No. Robinho was in there because I put Robinho. Diego Costa.
I think he'd consider Spain, but yeah, he's not there.
All right, he is English. Wayne Rooney. French, Argentinian. Got one Portugal. Cancelo. Man, is Pulisic on here?
I don't see any USA one. I don't think so.
Brazilian, Germans. Man, I'm gonna call it a wrap, Jesse.
You want me to start naming some
Sure.
before you? The one, Griezmann, Van Nistelrooy for the Netherlands, Italy, Del Piero, Dybala, Rafinha,
Rafinha already on this list?
yeah,
Mm,
Michael Ballack, who else was in there?
German or French guy?
Let me go through the list.
The Netherlands.
Oh, you didn't put Del Piero, Van Nistelrooy.
I did put Del Piero. I put Van Nistelrooy.
I don't see them on the thing. Oh,
No.
Rivaldo, Romario, Adrian for Brazil, Di Maria. Who were some of the other ones?
Bunch of Brazilians. Have a cute list.
Yeah,
Spanish players too.
yeah. But Doumbia, it's funny enough. No, he's not there. Doumbia is the other Costa de Ivory one.
No.
Yeah, there is. All the way in the bottom. 15 goals. Doumbia. Funny. Uh,
And I know there's gonna be like a Turk. Is there a Turkish player? No, right?
no.
Algerian Mahrez.
Yeah, Mars.
I was gonna say Jamie Vardy, but I don't think he'll be on here.
No, he
I got
wasn't.
like one or two campaigns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta look at it. Yeah, we'll let that marinate for a second because I'm not paying for the free version. But I did. What did I get before you started hopping in? Like 40 something, right?
Yeah. Like 42, 43.
Bad ball knowledge. It's my bad, boys. I'll let the ad's done.
Yeah, Val
What's
Nistelrooy.
Dembele's on here?
Inzaghi, Shevchenko, Kaká, Dzeko, Morata. See, McKay, Vinny, Raheem Sterling, Trezeguet, Rodrigo, Marco Reus, Gonzalo, Higuain, Gabriel Jesus, Sane, Fernando Morientes, Robert Firmino,
Yes,
Fabregas,
Fabregas, Dembele, Lisandro
Pedro
Lopez.
Foden,
Who the hell is
Javier Sala.
Lisandro Lopez?
He's I remember him. I think he played in Italy. If I Juninho,
Luis
Luis
Figo.
Figo, Timo Werner. I didn't know.
Hulk is on here, surprisingly.
Oh yeah, I forgot the defenders.
For
Ramos,
Zenit, right?
Pique. Yeah, I wouldn't get Elber, uh, the Ukrainian guy. Oh, he's not here. He's in the other one.
Roberto Soldado,
Navden.
Theo Walcott, Julian Alvarez is on this list.
Yep. Asensio,
Miroslav
Klose,
Klose.
Alcover, Vanogada, Luke de Jong.
Kostas Mitroglou. Pavel Nevin. Well, could have done better, Jesse.
Yeah, the other one's 116, Jerry. There's even ones that we, we didn't even know.
Well, that's in my ball knowledge. Looks like I gotta study in and lock in on ball knowledge now. Because it made myself look like a fool. But other than that, Jesse, I think that's pretty much wraps up the episode.
Yep.
I lost a bunch of credibility right now.
Yeah,
But
but that's what happens because some of them I get like some of them they're like so obvious that you like forget about it because that's what happened when I was doing the other test. I was like, oh,
I
and
know
it's,
everything just goes out the window, dude.
yeah, and then also it didn't help when there's like the different positioning because but like I mentioned before we started or maybe it was recording, I was like it had Neymar as a striker because it was showing Brazilian
Yeah.
forward or striker, and I was like striker because I'm like oh Neymar's not a striker in my head, you know?
And on top of that, I would have got more if the spelling wasn't a thing. If they had the drop down thing like the Immaculate Grid that had it, I think I would have got more. Because I had tried to get Vinicius and I couldn't put it in. I couldn't spell
Yeah,
Ruud Van Nistelrooy either. Shevchenko either. So, but I should have got the forwards for Barcelona once, like the Pedro. Even I could have got the
yeah,
defenders with Ramos and Piqué. But at the time, I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking top goal scorers.
yeah. But I'm surprised you did. You also struggled with the Mbappe one.
It's weird because I'm like thinking way back. Not current. So it made sense.
Yeah,
But all right, guys. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been episode 104. Make sure to
yeah.
like and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.